on YouTube. So what I'm gonna do real quick is see if it's loaded up on YouTube itself. Because I gotta bring up the chat on TV. It's on. It's live. Sometimes it likes to mess around and not show up half the time. Before I start in the game, I'm gonna go ahead and check up on the microphone. Yeah, it's working. Yeah. Murder occurred in my office. Two days earlier. I like how the plane told go you. Go you airlines. Turn down the volume here. We're experiencing some turbulence. We're asking all passengers to please return to their seats. Really? But I just feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare. 6:13, huh? I guess I was told for been minutes, huh? Slight turbulence indeed. Turbulence is expected on the flight. Was this a travel wallet? But not mine. Yeah, not my wallet. Why is there so much else's wallet here? How did someone travel wallet? That's exactly what I was saying. It's like, what's this doing in my pocket? Not mine. My head, my headache, go away. I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to the attendant. Ugh, that looks like a turbulence to an elevator. Why am I gonna hesitate like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. I think that gave him PTSD of elevators and fights. He's gotta get over his PTSD of it. What the? in the world happened? Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your... It's like, oh my god, a dead man! Please calm down, we mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen? What? No! You got that all wrong. Did they tie me up? Did they tie me up? I'm sorry, to interrupt, I have an important announcement. On one of your flight attendants today, Rada. Unfortunately, we have a minor incident on this flight. I'm tied up. Don't treat us like we're stupid. I caught glimpse and it was a murder. What? Murder? What's going on in this flight? That guy's just about ready to jump the plane. They jump down, there's no reason to panic. Let me see. And those like clouds are coming in. This flight will stay on course and make that scheduled landing. We're still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we're out of this area of turbulence, I ask you please remain seated. But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off! Please, there's no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit. I ask everyone please to remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why would he remain calm? My name is Miles Edworth. I'm a prosecutor, and I assure you I'm not the killer. Huh. Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. Now you listen here, I'm not the killer, I simply found the body. So you say, however. I'm sure that you are the perpetrator of the crime. I swear on my honor as professional flight attendant. Well, is that right? You know, he could sue you for falsely accusing him. What if someone else was not the like they saw someone else see it and they're not the killer either? They could sue the airline. That's what could happen. He could end up suing the airlines for this. There's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up. What kind of incriminating evidence are you talking about? We already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation. Your situation I'm more concerned about with mine and the direction it's going. I'm not just about to sit idly while I get accused of murder. Yes. I was wondering if you might give me a chance. A chance to do what? A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask you what you mean by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a great crime without allowing him to give a proper defense? And the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous? You have a point. Very well, we'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. afraid you only even look more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. Also, do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick. Yours as you wish. Bridget, then let's get started. Oh, the page here. I know for a fact I did not kill that man in the elevator. What I do not know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. I swear to tell the whole truth of the professional flight attendant. Fortunately for you, Mr. Edworth, I'm certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you standing there with a fresh bullet dripping off the murder weapon. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over as soon as we land. But with the wallet? That's it? That's her evidence? I don't think you'd ask for a more perfect witness testimony. How she managed to get her hair still perfectly shaped like that? Are you agreeing with Edward? Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. Now hear the wallet. Miss Tenreal. What is with the yelling all of a sudden? Force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. That's Ernest. You say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood, is that correct? Yeah, I saw that blood. Drip it, drip, drip. You just were telling the scene and the chill down my spine. Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. What? I'd like to direct your attention to this. You know what this is? It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks like a little bit and bulky. The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was the very travel wallet, Mr. Reno. That? Impossible. Now then, do you still think I'm the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet? But I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did. As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind to take a whiff, I think you'll agree it's only grape juice. And then, that's right, you mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping from blood did not, in fact, exist. No! Oh, there, that should clear up that pesky illusion. Well, wait just a second. That is, I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside, please. She's trembling, and the tap on please at the end sounds like a louder. There's no need to look inside, even you could tell from its apparent light. Can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself. She's persistent, and I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Latino? I don't even know how to say her last name. Would you be so kind to open the wallet and check its content for me? Alright, I usually don't pry in the passenger's belongings, but we have no choice here. Oh, here we go. I'll try selling them here. You saw there's nothing but passport inside. Surrender their wallet was a murder weapon. Argument moot. Will you agree? Please hear me out, Mr. Edwards. What is it now? Well, I was wondering whose purse is it exactly. Should I take a look? Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is the guy that was in the thing. Just as I thought. The travel wallet belonged to Mr. Ashby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you? How dare you? You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hand when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for a murder weapon, but it seems I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is. You claim the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you're done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you? Even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me, I see. You stood up in the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hand. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect the foul play? I made up a pause here? No. Okay, now I have to do this. Fourth statement. Objection! I'm wondering if I might get over it. What is it now? I wonder if you noticed the transition within your own testimony. What are you talking about? It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene would have told you that.
Take that!
Things strewn all over the floor. That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very thing the killer was after. I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. I think that the killer would notice something like money scattered everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money. But the wallet... She's just trying to find something to blame him with. Ah, yes, the wallet. You will also recall the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks' passport. You are really insisting that was a crime based on greed. You're claiming that was all for an empty travel wallet. Forgive me. Hey, what the heck? Are you saying that Tenlin's wrong? So that guy isn't a killer? Don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick. Will you all please be quiet? Yes. You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Please, the lounge was dark and looking at the light from the elevator. It was easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for a murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer. I did try to be on for like 2 to 3 hours or so. I'm here. Thank you for releasing me. gonna be right back, real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead. Do this. And then I'm gonna pin my comment real quick. Okay. So I'll be right back, guys. Not gonna take long. And back. Just in case I'll save. If you could please translate, I'd be much obliged. It sounds like Bulgarian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another lieutenant on the flight who I said he's given the runabout. I'm a required interpreter. I speak English just well, see? You, the lieutenant. Yes, sir? I want this person under arrest until we arrive at the airport. Sorry, sir, but exactly what were you helping for? What is it you want? I'm finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why would you like me to be held under arrest until we land? How dare you try to waste my time? You're the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend at least 1 more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are, I see right through you. Guess I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English. But I hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I'm Zinklapant II, a very bradley man in the Bulgaria. I'm not already a rich man, I'm an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. That's a little bit. What do you just mean by now? But no, beg your pardon. What you said about Mr. Edwards was giving me the runabout. I have to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste time with money, as they say. Yes, and yet you continue to blather on. I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go in the elevator. Going down the lounge. It was exactly 6 o'clock. And yes, and what is this evidence about that time? At 6, he says. Well, you saw him at 6? What's the matter, Edgeworth? You understand, I see. What time did you discover the body? Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence. I was like, ah! Personal lounge at the time was this precipitous. Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Me too, I was watching a movie, enjoying a fine glass of drink. I was still eating, I haven't finished, see? The passengers have an alibi. I saw you had no problem with them, I suppose. No complaint, I see. Not a single word against us, right? I have no way of discounting what you have to put forth at this point, but was it me? Yeah, it wasn't me, sir. I was knocked out cold. Oh, so you say, but do you have what you say, the evidence? Edward, are you really the culprit after all? I suppose you're quite certain in what you saw, enough to give testimony? Of course, I was looking at that man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time. What? That's not good enough description here, buddy. A shame? Yeah, what do you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with... From what the description, it sounds like some sort of small computer. I believe what Mr. Lamont can talk about a cell phone. I have to say I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself. Simple cell phone, a laptop or organizer, I can see, but that's kind of low budget. I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Now, fragment of video produces these sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Yeah. I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene. You want to examine the crime scene? If you want to grab me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. I don't sound like the sound of that. Busting the duckman. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English. It's Foxguard in the house, and I believe my innocence is proven earlier. If I'm given a chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. If you wait until we arrive, there's a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then. I understand. Let me see what the captain had to say. Ha, this should not be approved. Who died and made you boss of everybody, buddy? Now please, wait here until I go to the captain on what to do. Be right back. You're not planning to erase evidence when you're doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha, we'll see. Edward, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. What? Unbelievable! I'm in your debt with her, you know? However, there's one condition. Very to supervise you. Can you agree to that? Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural that I'm still a suspect in this case. I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. every move. I hope this reassurance enough that there may be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use Triangle to talk. It's time to hit the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. I never noticed that the girl here is like sleeping. Excuse me, but may I have a word with you? You there? Need something, please ask Miss Rana over there, okay? What the hey? Wake up, you! Terribly sorry, but she's been so rude with Edward. No need for you to apologize, just find it hard to believe that she's asleep on the job. If I were her boss, I'd see to it that her salary was kept so low that it was in the red. I'd like to thank you for your help out there. Nothing you should thank the captain for granting you permission. Is everything perfectly clear? I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one bit. I see, I will bear that in mind. I received an order from the captain earlier, he wanted you to know that. We reserve the right to stop their investigation if we feel you're not making any progress. When we do, he asks you to please return your seat at that time. So, my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. At the very first class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat. We made a thorough search of the plane. For business and economy class. No one can move between those two classes in first class without a staff card. We found no record of a key card being used at all. Which means that I have a first class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Okay. Time to do this. So I'll have to go to the elevator. Now then, let's get started. But where should we start from? Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. Crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me a prime suspect. However, since I didn't kill Mr. Hitt, that means the killer was around somewhere. If you're able to believe what you say is true, then yes. The first order of the business would gather information to win your trust. What floor says this elevator service? Only the first and second, although it can go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew key card. So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second floor, huh? Many is shown all over the floor. I guess it was all in Mr. Hitt's wallet at some point. Pocket. They go to his pocket. There's something sticking out of his pocket. We won't mind if I take a look on one side. It's a picture. I was like, I was taken inside a building somewhere. wonder what was hanging off his lanyard. Something missing from the picture. Not if I could just put my finger on it. Dead body on the floor and flight. If it's a hit, he's really dead. Yes. He's trembling, although I can't fall hard for that when there's a corpse right there. The hits, if you're really dead, then please enter. Yes. I think she's over trembling down, although new symptoms had appeared. She's like, please say, if you're dead, please say yes. I don't think he could say yes now, ma'am. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. Could it be the fatal cause of death? They appear to have struck very hard. Even the glasses are broken. What is this? A sinister looking figure on the floor here. Oh, it's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition, so it's popular that we're down to our last one. You have an in-flight shop? Yes, it's just beyond. The lounge is alright. The store is closed at the moment, but it was open to the whole flight until Mr. Hess' body was discovered. There's blood on here. Could this have been the wire weapon? Okay, what do you... Okay. Okay, let's see. Mr. Hill's machine is no more to be found. A machine? Sound phone? I guess because it's not here. Yes, I think we should say that the killer took it. What is it? I found some very important evidence. The footprints.
Take that!
We'll read those footprints. You think, yes, this belonged to our killer. Well, then maybe we should check the shoe size of everyone for class. I don't think that would be of any help with us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definite match. Oh, I see. Let's see here. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, that's a different story. What force? Murder weapon. The elevator was hit from spilled grape juice. A statue with blood on it laying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death. I think I figured out something. Yes, what is it? The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head. Well, aren't we deserving a Master of the Obvious title? She's like, thank you for stating the obvious. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating? It would appear that his figurine is our murder weapon. I just knew it. I just couldn't think of any other connection. Perhaps Master of the Obvious would be more befitting. I have it. I'm sorry, but I don't understand what the worth. I can prove that someone other than myself was here at the time of the murder. What, really? Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather the grape juice in this case. The footsteps here confess to me the very fact that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing how much the victim is dead would mean a second person. But shouldn't the footprint hit itself? But if you take a look at a victim's shoes, you could say the sole are spotless. Which means, if the hits are alone enough, their fact is quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. What's going on over there? Unforgivable. This is unforgivable. You understand what I'm saying? This movie is late. It's the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late. But the movie... What? I will not touch it anymore. You're just wasting my time. What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? There's no emergency. Please return to your seat, sir. Alright, can I be right back one more time? Take me long. I'll be right back. You're back. Sorry about that, guys. I guess I hit save just in case. There's no emergency. Please return to your seat, sir. Don't tell me what to do. I didn't need not to sit down. For your safety, sir. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you're innocent yet? Yes. If you would like, I'll prove my innocence to you right now. What? Nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken, merely there is room for doubt. I'll be honored if you could tell me what you saw in detail once more. Fine, suit yourself. There was a needles in my pocket watch pointed to the 6th and 12th. The body was discovered 15 minutes after the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person on the lounge at that time, must be the criminal. Conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person on the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me. So my eyewitness testimony, if you think you could destroy it, then come and let me see. Or do you think I look like a man who's having a time to wait for you? Why is he so irritated? I'm the one that keyed the murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. Lamont somehow and fast. That's all. Okay.
Hold it!
It's for the boat. You were able to get a look at the inside elevator at that time? The course I saw what was inside. You're sure that the victim was in the elevator alone? Yes, the only person inside was Mr. Hickman. This last Elspert is a bit too important to let go.
Objection!
It's like, no, that will not do. Mr. LeBlanc? What is it? There's a very glaring contradiction in your testimony. What do you mean? Just take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There was spilled grape juice. Yes, and you also spilled with the blood? No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints. Footprints? Yes, the one that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. Evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks was in the elevator alive. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? Can you please translate for us? No way, that's totally impossible, I guess, is what he said. No way, it's totally impossible. No, there's no other person in there I saw with my own eyes. If you want to know why I think Miss Edgeworth, I don't think that the LeBlanc is lying to us. What does it mean? What is the contradiction? No, what about the contradiction? Please, once more, would you tell us with details of what you witnessed for me? Actually, I hope everyone here is doing swell. And if anyone's birthday is today, happy birthday to everybody celebrating a birthday today. Oh, I checked the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me, and I saw clearly knew where he was entering. I swear there was no one else inside. No one. Mr. LeBlanc, if you please calm down. What? Dare you say I have an issue with my eyewitness testimony? No, not at all. Please forget I said anything. Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. I can't let the testimony stand as the truth.
Hold it!
Why were you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgivable was happening. Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier. I was giving a complaint to the tenant about the movie starting time. Return back to my time in money, you understand the point. Movie I talk about in Flight 1 that mentioned in the magazine. Somewhere at the plot and the start time interesting. Both to show license the love, laugh, meme, and murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I look forward greatly to that movie. I check my pocket watch whenever possible so I wouldn't miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong and matched the schedule. But the movie is still late, very late.
Hold it!
Your pocket watch, I'd like to ask you more about it, if it's alright.
Objection!
What if the time is wrong? That's the thing. What if it's wrong? Mr. LeBlanc said that took down your testimony. Even I set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. Now, if your watch has been set to our destination time zone, it will mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Yes, and the short time is worth 6 cents. Yeah, it's fine. If you can't stay here for long, it's fine. You have a life offline, so it's always understandable. I would like to take a look at this. I believe this Sky magazine. Slots on this flight run accordance with the time of our departure zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. What time zone is this flight aligned to right now? Well, we made a short stop at transfer point. That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Saint Paul. But we didn't we adjusted our onboard slots at that time. I knew it. So, right now we're still running on Bulgarian time. I was right. What? What did you say? Time difference between Virginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. The face you made. Further, with your analog watch set our time destination time. Yeah, it's kind of good to like stream here too. You could give it a try. Sometimes people pop on in sometimes on here. So it doesn't hurt to like... You could give it a try and see how it goes for you. Like some days it'll be like slow, but like a couple times people came on in. But if you feel like you want to like still stream on Twitch, you could do it both, but at different days and different times that fit for you. It'll appear that running 3 hours fast when compared to the flights on board slots. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, that means so Mr. hits at 3 hours prior to 3 a.m. Was that wind I just heard? I'm like trying to hear it with my good ear right now. My left ear is clogged. I can barely hear it out of it. There should clear up all remaining occlusions. So basically this widens the time frame for the time of death, right? Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m. It means the time of death will be anywhere from 3 to 6:15. The question is now is where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time? And what was he doing? And where was he going? Okay, I'll be right back. My mom wants to add something to my TikTok shop real quick. Not gonna take me long. Came back. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can always try it, give it a shot. Like, if you want to try it, you can try it. I would suggest it, if you want to. So, like, people can easily look back at your streams. And the best part of it is when you stream, and you know how, like, when the streams are archived, kind of like Twitch, since Twitch has, like, it have, like, a limit of days for it to be in there, and it removes itself, on YouTube, it stays there forever. Got something to say. And you are... Yeah, oh. Why does this girl look so out of it? Ma'am, are you on something? Are you? Bad timing? Yeah, so it stays there forever. You don't have to worry about the streams having like a limited time of being on there. I'm Chamomile. 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 I'm a flight attendant. What's it you wish to say? Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean? I saw Mr. Hitch sit in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. What? How can you be so sure at the time? Oh, that's right, he just pushed his 12 button while we were parked at the transfer point. of stuff we made for refilling cargo and transfer in St. Paul, correct? Yes, it was from 4 to 5 according to our clocks. I know, right? During that time, if any passengers leave, did any new one for this flight? No. Not a single person got off or on in St. Paul. What about the flight crew? Yeah, that's right. That's actually right. She's missing, you know, that thing that draped over her chest? Just like the lady with the black hair. She's missing that specific thing that covers it. How would that kind of outfit continue you fired? And she sleeps on the job, so that I don't know why she's not fired. Unless she has a thing with the pilot or the captain. But eventually, everyone, including Tammy and myself, came back on the plane. So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Yeah, but I had to loan my mom my phone for now. I wasn't talking to anybody on my phone anyway, so I'm on here to keep busy. Because lately I've been really bored. And she's borrowing my TikTok to add some stuff to it so she could purchase a couple things. And that way to like help me out at the same time. Let's see, when we took off again at 5. Right, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15. And it's trying to help because all that adds up on there. Once it's done processing of all the items, like all the stuff, once it's kind of helps once you like buy stuff one by one, or anybody for that matter, because it helps pile it up. Like whatever I earn from those really piles up. That could go towards my bills or anything I need. So what time did you come down to the lounge with Ezra? And I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of St. Paul. You were here the whole time from 5, yes? Then you were the only one who could have been the killer. No! No, sir. Edris. Were you probably here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards? Virtually, yes. But then how we explain the footprints? Yeah, that's always good. That's why I always say is like, it's always good to have more than one platform. So if you feel like you want to also live stream here on YouTube, it's always good too. So that way you can have more than just Twitch. And then when you stream and you get a lot of like viewers, and for example you want to monetize here on YouTube, it should be like, it should count to the views that you get. Yeah. You could see if you like it or not. And you could try to see if you could try like get monetized too if you want to on here. Because every little view, even on live, could help get push you up there to monetization and stuff. Pretty much why I've been like trying to live stream on here more often. So that way, so like whenever you have more than one place to monetize, it could help you like whenever you earn from it all, it could really help like add more to your income and stuff, what you earn. That way, whatever piles up from all the platforms, you can put it all together. You'll be able to have like enough funding for stuff you need and stuff, depending. The entire incident concluded here in his lounge. Yep. And plus, the good thing is it gives you something to do. Is that really what you believe, Mr. LeBlanc? What? Do you have another idea? Simply feel that there's something out of place in the scenario you presented. This is a really fancy plane. I'm gonna have to look on the website. Maybe I could go on my iPad for a minute. So I have the walkthrough on my phone. On my mom temporarily had my phone for now. Because I can't for the life of me remember everything. Oh, here we go. I put walkthrough and I put plane. Yeah. I think I found the walkthrough. Yeah, I found the walkthrough. Okay. It says when access to permanent evidence percent. I'll get what to do here. I'm trying to a location of the lounge, present the grape juice.
Take that!
There you go. I think my brain did a loading screen for a second there with the walkthrough. I just sat here with like my brain loading. Footprints in which direction do you think these are headed? That would be in the in-flight shop. Correct. Man, if someone placed a plane on a shop, like a shop in a plane, someone better take my wallet away from me because I would buy everything in the in-flight shop. Correct, they're headed in the direction of the shop. But they look disconnected, they end all of a sudden. You're right to point out that they do not form one continuous trail into the shop. However, there's another piece of evidence that connects the shop to our crime scene. Is it this? The Yugo airline?
Take that!
The murder weapon is a little piggy bank. Or cat bank. It looks more like actually it looks more like a raccoon. With the eyes. The murder weapon, this little piggy bank, is sold at the in-flight shop. Or the raccoon bank. It is sold here and only there. It's only sold there and only there and is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that any bit suspicious? Yeah, I think it does. Here, let me look it up. Take a look here. Yeah, I don't mind if you do that. Spam away if you want. So, yeah. No, look, all it does is like hurting the comment. But I think it does kind of help. But I think it does help try to get it out there more. But if you feel you end up needing a break from spamming that, it's okay to have like a break from it because sometimes it gets tiring. Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it and taken it from the shop first before coming here. Doesn't prove you're innocent at all. Yeah. It's almost like the TikTok stuff, so to prove you're innocent at all. Mr. LeBlanc, Edgeworth is innocent until proven guilty, so you can't accuse him. Is there no way to win this with this man? If I may, I want to ask this lady a question, if she was real. How did she get her hair so perfect with that shape? Like how? You see, well, it's just what the Edgeworth says. Oh, and why do you know this so well? Well, it's just that the piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes. When was this? It was maybe around 5:40 a.m. Isn't that just before we hit the patch of turbulence? That's right. You're in the shop that's so far for turbulence? Oh god, he's gonna blame her, is he? Come to think of it. Came out of that door. Yes, I did. What was beyond that door? That's the flight attendant's room. Then you were on the first floor? Yes. I had to do something at the shop in the flight attendant's room. So when I went to the shop first and then the flight attendant's room. So you were saying you passed by me at some point? Yes, you seemed really into the issue of Sky Magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by. I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was. Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there. Why did you go to the shop in the first place? Why are you sticking your nose in other people's business, sir? I went there for a work-related matter. Work, you say? Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities. Why did you not say anything about it until now is what I want to know. Sir, why are you sticking your nose in her business? In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well. Shall we head over there then? What is it now? Aren't you forgetting something, Mr. Luna? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked them for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're alright. Huh, that's weird. What is it? Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all. Oh, you big mouth. What's the meaning of this? It means she's lying. Go on the minute you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you didn't. And yet here you are. You flight attendant, why are you trying to pull the sheep over us? The captain calling for you, Miss Rolla. But don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way. Why would you do such a thing? Please excuse me. Looks like I had to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth. If you could follow me, I would like to be your guide from now on. Lady, put something on underneath that. God. It's distracting. Please, there's something about Miss Serena that piqued my curiosity. Right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. Okay, time to get over there. He's just wagging his finger. So this is the in-flight shop. What the heck is that in the second, in like the first and second cabinet, third row? What the heck is that? There's like a weird shaped thing there. I think. Guess I'll have to clean things up then. Hold on. You can't clean up potential crime scene. Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much. Gee, why is that? It looks like both me and you don't know what that is. Must have rushed things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Cause this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. All that broken glass is so hazardous on the floor. Very good chance the killer had paid this place a visit. What are these? Those are so flashy, and those are Japanese completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door, that's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it, you won't regret it. Perhaps that's how things work on the flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy. No way, but either way, does it really matter? True, either way, but why would anyone buy a suitcase after they boarded the plane? What if they forgot something? Like, what if they forgot another suitcase or they didn't have room? Just look at all the Captain Ugo heads painted on their cute company mascot, is it? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you? That's certainly making something jump inside my stomach. Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your fine taste. You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Yep. That'd be something. I'm glad that's done though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay? I never showed any interest in it to begin with. It's really pretty horrible, isn't it? You wanna know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda. She designed this? Yeah, it was a company-wide contest. Well, it has a very sharp design sense. Not sharp, like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe? Really? You're probably not to cheddar. Don't insult cheddar like that. Woman, don't insult the cheddar cheese like that. Remember, they have no idea why the penguins decided to go with it. Definitely not what I was expecting. Ah! I like how the suitcase went along with them. Fine, please watch yourself. Suitcase roll freely around has gotten to be a safety violation. Here, I'll put it back. They need to tie those damn things down. And this glass on the bottom here is a safety hazard. Glass from the display case's door is shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually I think there's something. What is this? Some mini captain's hat? So cute, this little captain hat. Okay, time to do this. Tiny captain's hat. And then... Or if you put it on the little Captain Ugo, it'll have like a little captain's hat. So cute. The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. Aww, look at that, it's so cute. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from the display case. Does it mean that the killer broke out the glass to get at it? Oh, and if you notice, the number 1 next to your name right there, it's a thing that YouTube put on here called top fans, and that just means you're the first one. That means you're in first. Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in the shop. Well, I don't. Miss Rhonda's in charge of the place. So come on, how should I know everything? I sent that further inspection of this display case is needed. Okay, time to walk over the broken glass. This spot somehow connected any of the ovens I hold. Oh, that all that SP just like gets you up, kind of like a little EXP in the game. It just gets you up there in top bands. Still have broken the glass to get the Captain Uga Bank. There should be shards of glass inside the case itself. Oh, I see. I guess it'd be like that. However, there's not a single piece of glass inside of the display case. Nope, there isn't. Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass. Yeah, that's for sure. But there's so much glass all over the floor. I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time too. Huh? That's nice. Really? What made me to believe that the killer took the Captain Uga Bank from here after the turbulence. That's a piggy bank I would like to have in my room. Just place it right there on my desk for looks. Or on my dresser for looks. Take your power nap on your own time with Melee. Listen to when I'm talking. You know, when you sleep on the job, that could get you fired. And I agree, the thing, that little piggy bank is adorable with a little hat. Throws a piggy bank out at the murder weapon. Saving the bank's not the real murder weapon, it's fake. Yes, at that point, it's a very reasonable, real possibility. But what if when the killer went to take that Captain Ogo and they brought the glass by accident? The dead place case is locked, so that's highly unlikely. Yeah, but that's there's one person who could have. Oh, and who would that be? Miss Rhoda. She's the one in charge of this place, so she had the keys to everything. Or what if someone took her keys? Miss Rhoda, huh? We get a good look at the little thing on the shelf I was looking at. You know those things where you like open it up and take the smaller ones out? It kind of looks like those. The little dude on there on the left hand side. Okay, turbulence and suitcase. Yeah, the little Russian puppet thing. Kind of look like those things on there that I was trying to look at. Like, what are those? Looks like it was it. Could be that. Is there something wrong here? And she's asleep again. Yeah. What's with the sudden yelling? Tell me, Miss Willie, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases? They ooze strange, like killer and the such. That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention. I remember this. I remember, like, the other lady bought one of these. And I think at one time, I think somebody, like, stuffed that guy in a suitcase. And they put him in the elevator. I remember doing this on Twitch. Sorry. These suitcases are lined up with a bit too much prime and proper. Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? I've been on for a good long hour. I'd be on here for like another 2 to 3. And we need to open them. Not what I meant. Things undisturbed by the turbulence. Oh, I just noticed something! If you look at the wheels on the one on the right, near the case, the big old display case, see the wheels there? There's little black looking things blocking them. And the other one did not have it. So that must have been moved some time earlier. And it probably moved back here. Yep. There's a little brake thing there. Over after that she heard what you just said. What's wrong? She makes a good point. Would be wise of me. Watch what I say out loud. What's this? I spotted something that's not quite right. The wheels. The brakes are not there. Oh. And one of the wheels over here is not like the other. That's a very purple wheel.
Take that!
Very particular about these wheels. Huh? As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. And one of them is purple, or pink, or purple, whatever it is. Not blue when it's supposed to be blue. That one would think that the turbulence will send it flying. And so it's very likely that the suitcase was placed here after we hit the turbulence. Let's open this. I'm opening it now. Well, appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look, jump down, see what's inside. There's blood all over it! In the corner! Someone's been dragging a dead person around. Piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood. Something tells me that that guy was moved to the elevator. And not by himself. Proves that the suitcase is a very strongly tied to our murder after all. So explain this to me. What does the suitcase have to do with the murder? I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used the suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps? But aren't you just talking about the cloth then? That alone is too small for a larger item would be to move that I'm thinking of. I'm gonna take a look here. Continue. and moved that dead guy to the elevator. It sounded like a big game of Clue. Say such and such, use such and such on such and such. Something that would fit inside the suitcase that's so covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? In light of this, I would say that the hits was moved into the elevator from someplace else, which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location. So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it? Exactly. What is it? Nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for someone. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels like he had allowed you ample time. Says that he appreciated if you wrap it up here and return to your seat. I understand his sentiments, however, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may be contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop them, I assist. I'd be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under supervision, of course. I have a feeling that you probably could be. Never know. I'm here to assist you in the way I can, Miss Edgeworth. So it's like fun. We camp out and watch over everything together. I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to the innocent of any wrongdoing. At first, this lady, the one that... This lady with the weird crazy hair, she accused Edgeworth at first. When he didn't do it, he was knocked out the whole time. I can't let my investigation end here. The truth must come to light. I think I remember. It wasn't the... It was not the captain that did it. I don't think. I think it was one of the flight attendants. Oh, there's a guy at the window over here that's eating, and he's in blue and he has a backwards hat. He's in the very first Ace Attorney game with Phoenix Wright. He was a director of the Steel Samurai in the first game. The guy in eating at the window. He's like one of those weird guys that, like, they added him on this one as a background. The background. So, like, the Steel Samurai is like a fake show just for this whole series. And they was filming the Steel Samurai stuff. And one of the actors died. And one of the people that was up for questioning is that guy with the blue outfit with the hat backwards. And now that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Tenryu and Miss Mealy, I was able to preserve the crime scene. I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with her in private. So I'm left wondering just what is she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. I know who that is. Franziska Bantarwa. Alright! Franziska, I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I'm needed. and where there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Franziska von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. And the story of her, she's from the first game too. And her dad had a streak. Okay. I'll probably tell you more about Von Karma later. Whenever you are not busy. So if I'm not on, the stream will be archived. It'll be here forever on YouTube, so you can look back at it anytime. It was nice seeing you here for a bit. Always appreciate it. It kind of helped me give someone to talk to on here. Are you heading up on this case? Oh, I like this music. And if there's ever a day where you can't, there's always other days. Talk to you later. You know where to find me if the stream's ended. By the time you're back, you know where to find me. It'd be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flounder me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. Oh, what? It's quite frustrating, actually. I'd hope to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I have to take what I can. Take what I can get. Never thought I'd see the day when a despot of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame? Wait, been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. Misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Franziska, you honestly believe that I killed a man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I've investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. Huh, I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties. For you of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for. Well, I have my own creed, which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? I have to get going. The crime's in the weights. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I have no attention to you. Yes, sir. Oh, he's back. Hi there, buddy. Too slow. Oh, poor guy. Ow. Listen up. I'll leave you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand? I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. Ah, yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you excuse me. Now the whole plane of crime's in. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Go check up on my phone real quick and see if I'm done. Won't take me long. Came back. Managed to get my phone back. And not my mom didn't need anything from the Tip Top shop after all, so stayed here. Gonna be on for like another 2 hours or so. Boy, am I glad to see you. Okay. Thank you, Detective. I believe in you, sir. After that, I'm a bit curious of what Benziska is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well, in that case, I have a few questions for you. So how's the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. And we're taking statement now, sir. That sounds like Benziska. She was always good at quick responses to a case. I'd say she was, but a little too quick, sir. How so? I'll rush on over as soon as I word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already barking orders at everyone. Kinda creepy, as though she knew there had been a murder or something. And came in advance to await your flight's arrival. That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. But there must be some backstory to all of this. Miss Von Traumwell just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office a week ago, sir. Something about Tracer Dudley's related to a certain incident. No details? Kind of top secret, so she can't talk about it even with me, sir. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. True. But the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to the detective. Although I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine. Anyways, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation. Starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. Looking from behind. I think I've seen this man somewhere before. In Soviet Russia. Road flags, lunchboxes. Eat you. I guess I gotta get him some water. Found it all. Oh, I feel like a crate of power coming on. It's over 9,000 loans. So yeah. Where's the real samurai? So I still be bosses. I just think it was a possible and right messengers. So the Steel Samurai is finally getting the movie. Completely ignoring me as usual. Crowd seemed to be happily enjoying the sight of so many planes. I'm excited to see this many planes too, just look at the size of those planes. Do you like plane too, mister? The balance between the main wings and the tail wings really is something, huh? Seems like the child derives his pleasure from a different aspect. Oh, but also I've got a thing for the shape of the wing too. Here, mister, you can stand next to me. So about that plane wing. Thank you, Detective, for leaving me out on this conversation. So must be the captain. Yes, I am. And who might you be? I'm the party participator from this on camera. That's a question for you. Don't you dare, Captain, being friendly with another woman. Never forgive you if you do. What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Tammy. I bet money on our dear Captain won't be much of a versatile person. Sure you don't want to ask the Captain some questions, sir? He was in the chat pit the entire time. I doubt he knew of anything of use. Anyways, I'd like to date the type of witnesses to Lindsay's gun her whip. Ah! So my tablet pencil is all done. So I'll go ahead and put this back to where it was. Oh, for a while, until November, I'll be live streaming on both Twitch and here. So on Twitch, it'll be earlier in the day, and then here it'll be like a little bit later. Now, see here. Sorry, so sorry. I'm so sorry. How long do you intend to hold me? It's impossible for me to be the criminal. I told you. Mr. LeBlanc. Oh, it's you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is money. I don't have 1 second of wasteful time to spend. Do you finish taking the statement yet? Yep, well done, sir. I'm not concerned if you're not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back. If you make a single scratch on my art, you'll pay. Art? What sort of art? Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. Practically a mountain of them, large and small. Cam, I'll be right back one more time. I need to show my mom when my next appointment is, so bear that. Alright, I'm back. I had to grab myself one of my vitamin waters. It's a lemonade flavor. Yeah, I'm gonna continue here. From folk costume to stone statues, I saw all kinds of art. Folk costumes, speaking of which, with the long hat. Please take a look at this for me. Oh, it's Bulgarian cloth. Suspected your hat is made of the same material as clothes. He has occurred the factor is famous. Orders him from all over the seas for more. Then the charger you were talking about earlier. And my charger is this time much many gigantic. You detective, when can I have my cargo moved? You can get your cargo back whenever done investigating, pal. The stubbornness of you, please, is no good. It is no good that attendant refuses to exit the attendant's room, too. The attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Miss Ten Arrow? What do you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? Take it to the attendant's room for her interview. And then they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out either. Why is Miss Torino's interview the only one that's taken up so much time? Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Torino. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room? Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. You can't pull wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth. Not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. Signal Trine was here in the very lounge the body was discovered. By the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found. Any person in this lounge at the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. There, I pinned something. Escape lane makes you like the suspect. The likely suspect, Banzuka. Do you have a problem with that? No, but not like you do such fake working. You're a bit more obsolete. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Necessary for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I will have to break her line of logic fast. Like playing them build with the monk helpers begin. I'm just deleting something real quick here on Instagram.
Objection!
I'm gonna be right back real quick. Not gonna take me long. I'm back. Heard that you did not have all the information you needed after all. What did that mean? I found a piece of evidence that just before I was forced to stop investigating, that piece of evidence that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used a suitcase to move the victim's body. Meaning the scene of the real scene of crime is not this lounge at all.
Objection!
Now who's the one really rashly judged for indignations? Excuse me? All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose the suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily. You should know better than that. Von Charma is perfect in every way. But did you know that the killer definitely wheeled a suitcase around at some point?
Objection!
As if there's proof of that. Where is the proof that the suitcase was moved around?
Take that!
Well, the spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here.
Take that!
Wouldn't you say it looks like it's especially like trash from two wheels? I suppose. Further, there's also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. That means the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else. I'm glad you come to your senses.
Objection!
Not so fast, this still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot. Piggy bank before the plane that hit the Timberland. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge before you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed in the suitcase. The plane hit that patch of turbulence and flew out the body from up within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back from where it was taken from. And pretended to discover the body. Not bad of logic for something you thought of on the fly. What are you insinuating? I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. Oh, I suppose the flaws of her logic went in one swoop.
Objection!
In fact, you took a piece of evidence into on your testimony. It's to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. Evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who would stand in the courtroom must learn to master. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown from it? A fake? The Captain Uncle Piggy Bank is just such a fake is not the real murder weapon. What? The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important. And it was taken after the turbulence had not occurred. That's true. Then what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that? I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Take a look at it this way. The killer basically did the three things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick up the bank off from the floor and took it to fabricate further fake murder weapon by hitting the victim in the head. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that would be framed for the murder of Mr. after we hit. You there? Yes, ma'am. Other than his piggy bank, was there anything else resembling a murder weapon found? We hadn't found anything in his lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items have been used or broken during the turbulence. And the remaining of all items tested negative for any trace of blood. I see. Well, marked accurate, it appears your stall tactics are at an end. But it's possible that could be just hidden somewhere else, sir. No, that's true. It could be hidden somewhere else. If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think that the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody claw. Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase, it signaled me to the killer and not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage or still at the real crime scene.
Objection!
There's one more possibility. What that would be, the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon. But didn't we just... Let me finish. The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. That can be a possibility. Note the time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, wouldn't you? Let's see. So that means the killer had the key to the display case. Francisca, the person you're talking about. Not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wished to speak to her. Yes, very well, permission granted, but only if I could sit in your interrogation. Do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her, but you are welcome to accompany me to... as if you so wish. Mr. Reno is in the flight attendant room. Let's move. Okay. I think for now, I'll go ahead and hand on off for now. Tomorrow, I'll be back on. But I'll be on longer tomorrow. So, if anyone watches this later, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And see everybody later. Great day, everybody.